Many years ago, there was a farmer who had 3 sons. Every June, around Midsummer's Eve, they would begin to gather primroses. And then on Midsummer's Eve, they would gather these armfuls of primroses and take them to the top of the hill that was at the back of their house, at the back of the farm. They would spread the primroses around the base of what the farmer called the 3 green sisters. They were, in fact, 3 oak trees, huge oak trees. They'd been there longer than the farmer or his father could remember. They liked to give the primroses to the trees as a sign of thanks. Thanks for the protection from the wind in the winter. A form of thanks for the shade that those trees gave in the summer from the sun. One day, when the farmer knew his days were coming to an end, he gathered his 3 sons together, and he made them promise that they would continue their tradition, their ritual, if you will, of carrying the primroses to the top of the hill and spreading them around the base of the 3 green sisters, those 3 oak trees, to give them thanks for the shade in the summer and the protection from the wind in the winter. The 3 sons agreed to continue this when their father had passed away. And within a year, the farmer was dead. As is tradition, the eldest son took over the farm, and his 2 younger brothers became his workers. Well, the youngest brother, when June came around, talked to his older brother about the primroses, about gathering them and taking them to the top of the hill for the 3 green sisters. But the older brother frowned down at his youngest brother and said, "No, we're not going to do that." "But we promised father," said the youngest brother. "We promised father that we would honor the 3 green sisters, and that we would take primroses just like we always have done." "It's just superstitious nonsense," said the oldest brother. "I don't care about those trees. We're going to cut one of them down, in fact." "No, but we can't. They've been here for generations. We can't cut those trees down." "Well, I'm in charge of the farm now, not you. Not father. Father's gone. Father won't care. He's dead. He won't know. I want one of those trees for siding for the barn." "But we've got other trees we can cut down and use those instead," said the younger brother. "No," said the oldest brother, looking vindictively at his youngest sibling. "I want one of those oak trees." And with that, he went to the barn, got a huge saw and an axe, and made his way up to the top of the hill. And he began to cut and saw down one of the 3 green sisters. The axe bit into the oak, and the youngest brother could just watch in horror until eventually the tree began to fall. It sounded as if it screamed as it fell to the earth, and one of the great boughs struck the oldest brother and killed him. The middle brother took over the farm. The following year, the youngest brother went to his older sibling and mentioned once more the primroses, that they should gather, for it was fast approaching Midsummer's Eve, and they should get the primroses together to take them up to the 2 remaining sisters and the stump that was now left of the 3rd sister. But the middle brother said no. He too wasn't going to honour their father's last wishes. "But why not? We promised him. We promised Dad on his deathbed that we would look after the trees, that we would respect the trees, give them thanks for the shade in the summer and the protection from the wind in the winter." "No," said the middle brother. "I'm in charge of the farm now. One of those trees killed my brother. I'm going to take another one of those trees to use for fencing." "But we've got other trees. We got better trees for fencing than those beautiful oak trees. Come on, I'll do it. I'll do it on my own. You don't have to do anything. I'll go and gather the primroses, and I'll take them to the top of the hill and put them around the oak trees. Please don't cut any more down." "If I see you go up that hill with primroses, or anything else for that matter, I'm going to throw you off this farm. You'll be penniless. I'll cut you off. Stay away from those trees. I'll do with them what I like. This is my farm. It's our family's farm. It's my farm now. And the middle brother took a great saw and a great axe, and he made his way up the hill. And he began to cut at the tree. He took the saw to the tree, and then it seemed as if this great scream came from that tree as it fell to the ground. But one of its great boughs struck the middle son and killed him. And then the youngest of the family, the youngest of those 3 siblings, he took over the farm. He put primroses around the base of those trees, the one remaining tree and the remainder of the other 2, for the rest of his days. His own children also put primroses around the base of that oak tree. And his children's children, and his children's children's children. And they still do to this very day.